What's going on? It's Big A the Man Geek. Got a comic book review to do here of Batman the White Knight. If you watched my pull list, you may remember me mentioning that there were some minor issues with this issue. So I'm just gonna, just essentially go through them. I mean, issue 2 isn't as good as issue number 1. Issue number 1 I thought was very strong, whereas there's some things in the writing in this one that I didn't think were as good as the writing in the first issue. I mean, the art is amazing as always, but I think my issues, like my minor issues, come with things like during a news report where it says, and his devastating critique of Gotham seems to have really struck a chord with social justice warriors. They see Napier as some kind of hero. And the only question I can ask myself in regards to that is, why? I mean, the guy was a madman running around the city, causing havoc just to get Batman's attention. And for some reason, people would see him as a hero. I mean, his opinions on kind of like crime and the police in Gotham may match theirs, but his actions were so extreme that surely they wouldn't support him. I mean, they may agree with him, but they wouldn't want him to be their poster boy. So I don't understand that kind of logic there with things like that. And then also it's also the bit where it says Napier is especially popular with the Backport neighborhood where protesters, sorry, are taking a stand against Gotham's mistreatment of minorities. Again, it's like we're being told this, and I suppose we see it here. I suppose that's the protest, but that's just one panel. We've not seen kind of like mistreatment of minorities in Gotham or any police brutality. We've only seen kind of Batman brutality towards the Joker, really. We haven't seen kind of like what it's like for minorities in Gotham. I mean, usually when you see Gotham, it's like so kind of multi-ethnic that I don't, you know, like in Arrow where you've got the Glades and it's like there's white people in the Glades, there's black people in the Glades, there's bloody like there's Hispanics in the glade, like everyone's in the glades, you know what I mean? It's the hood, but it's like a multicultural hood just because, you know, TV and whatever. That's how I imagine like kind of Gotham. And the Narrows were a bit like that as well in Batman Begins. So I wanna see it. I wanna see what these neighborhoods are like. I wanna see what the people are there are like for me to then, you know, understand as to why people in Gotham, minorities in Gotham would. I want to see the brutality. Then it would make sense to me as to why someone may support Jack Napier, aka Joker. But other than that, I'm just kind of like, it's just words to me. And I just think it's kind of like poorly handled. It's maybe in there just to be in there to seem relevant to things that are going on today. But I just don't particularly think it's that very well done, really, to be honest. And yeah, going on like seeing Jack come back to Harley, well, this version of Harley, this second Harley, and he proposes to her and all that, and obviously you get actual Harley coming back, and I thought that was really good. I really enjoyed it. It kind of threw me for a loop, and I was like, what the heck is going on? But again, a tiny gripe. It's only a tiny gripe. It's not even that big of a deal. But it's just the bit where Harley says to Harley, which is a weird sentence to say, a violent cheerleader with a big Iraq? I don't think so. And don't get me started on the clothes. Kind of a step back for feminism. And it's just like, so Harley Quinn's a sex negative feminist. I would never have thought that, ever. And again, it's like, why though? What does that add to this scene? It doesn't mean a goddamn thing. So what's the point in even mentioning it? Like, what she's wearing wasn't important to me. I mean, I understand that this Harley, the original, that actual Harley and Quinzel, has beef with, I think this one's called Mary Andrew or Mary Andrew. That's her actual name. Like, I can see why they can have beef because obviously she replaced her. So it's like, okay, cool, I get that. But I'm sure there's better insults to. I mean, it just didn't make sense to me. I was just like, yeah. And those are like my minor gripes with this book. It's like, it's not a big deal. I just kind of read it and went, was that necessary? Did that need to be in there? Is that adding anything to the story? Kind of not. But the rest of the issue, man, I dug. I thought it was really cool. I really thought it was interesting how kind of Batman, like Bruce Wayne going to this party. Where is that page? Bruce Wayne going to this party. And then finding out that, all the areas he hits as Batman, trying to rid the place of crime. Well, it turns out that property in those places kind of devalue, they become cheaper. Rich people then come in and buy them up, and then obviously sell them at higher prices and like gentrify the area. I thought that I thought was a great piece of writing and really smart, because I would never have even have thought of that. But now that it's mentioned, it's like that's totally what would happen. But yeah, overall, I liked it. I liked the book. I like where it's going. Jack is a very different kind of. I think obviously what's going to happen here with all these villains and that is he's going to use them against Batman. Surely he's going to control them all and use all of their expertise against Batman to bring him down to to rid his tyrannical abuse of vigilante justice. But yeah, I like the book. I think it's still a good book. Like, I'm still gonna go get it. I'm gonna get all the issues, and yeah, I think it's cool. But anyway, if you agree, disagree, say what you thought about Batman the White Knight. Well, Batman White Knight issue 2. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, share, and as always, I will catch you on the next one.